So, from the sounds of it, sounds like they'll be playing more of a supplemental role versus actually, screening people and checking to see if they're carrying explosive devices into the airplanes. So, we'll see how that looks, in practice as the government shutdown continues. What's going on, Team YouTube? It's your boy Dom Antoine back at you with another one. Today we'll be heading to the airport to see how TSA agents are doing their job during this government shutdown, given that they've been calling off at unprecedented amounts. Maybe a little later this week, we'll see how the lines are holding up, given the most recent changes. All right, with no further ado.
President Trump has ordered them to not wear masks. A handful of ICE agents have begun to appear at the New Orleans and Atlanta airports, with that list expected to grow throughout the week. Trump said on Truth Social, "I am a big proponent of ICE wearing masks as they search for and are forced to deal with hardened criminals. I would greatly appreciate, however, no masks when helping our country out of the Democrat-caused mess at the airports." The funded ICE agents are expected to assist with the long lines of passengers, while many TSA workers are refusing to turn up for work because they are not being paid during the partial government shutdown. However, on Sunday, Border Czar Tom Homan seemed to imply that ICE agents would be there to control immigration rather than the long lines at airports, since they aren't actually trained to operate security.
So, from the sounds of it, sounds like they'll be playing more of a supplemental role versus actually, screening people and checking to see if they're carrying explosive devices into the airplanes. So, we'll see how that looks, in practice as the government shutdown continues.
First amendment right. Really can't do anything. Okay. Have a good day. Have a good day. Go on, Neil. 2-6. You feel like on it Yeah. Don't be an idiot.
My true reaction is stop the bull, run the country, and make everybody a part of it.
Hey guys, I'm reporting here at LaGuardia Airport in New York. Right outside the airport, I see this U.S. Customs and Border Protection car. I don't know exactly why it's here, but President Trump has said that he's hoping to deploy ICE agents to help with some of the chaos happening at TSA lines across the country. Take a listen to what some passengers here at LaGuardia had to say about that.
It sounds like a very bad idea. I'm just not really sure what ICE agents are trained to do, and certainly it's not TSA.
It's pretty unfortunate. If anything, it's going to make things worse, in my opinion. I think it's going to make things more stressful and hectic for people. And if anything, I just feel like it's just going to be like really uncomfortable for people to be here around.
It seems unnecessary, unrelated. Also, kind of seems like he's trying to push an agenda and through, a place where people are just trying to get from point A to point B.
I disagree with that. We have TSA. They shouldn't have to come in and do that. I don't agree with ICE at all anyways. They always seem like they're on like just a power trip and they just want to have control over things.
My reaction is enough is enough. ICE was not paid to come to the airports. Whatever they were paid to do, which I really don't know, let them do that, but they don't need to be here.
Well, we got here at 3 and my flight is at 6:30.
I somewhat agree with the last woman that spoke, just because this government agency, their job is to enforce immigration. Now, I can understand them being able to enforce immigration at the airport, but at the same time, they can only really enforce that in a limited capacity, because who is going to be coming into the actual airport by airplane who's an illegal immigrant? I mean, I feel like that would be like a fast track to like a holding cell. From the videos that I've been seeing of ICE being in the airport, it's more so that they're just like, gripping around, checking things out. They're not really working with passengers directly, and they're not wearing masks. So I think, the way that it's being practiced, how they may have rolled out other operations previously in the past, they're not equal to each other. Also, I think a lot of it has to do with it being partial government shutdown. Since it's a partial government shutdown, a lot of people may not even, be aware that some things aren't even being funded.
So, and it's currently 4:30, and the wait time say right there, 90 minutes, 2 hours. That's crazy.
Do better. Do better by your people. This is ridiculous.
Beginning today, sources tell ABC News that ICE agents will be at 14 airports across the country.
And this is all taking place as the partial government shutdown continues and unpaid TSA workers are calling out of work. ABC 13's Chaz Miller live at Bush Airport this morning. And Chaz, question for you here. Have you seen any ICE agents?
We have not at this point. Of course, how those ICE agents will be used is still something that we're not sure of at this time. What we are sure of at this time is that the lines are long. I want to show you the line here in Terminal A. We, of course, have sped it way up, but it starts below where I'm at right now. It starts in baggage claim, then comes up here to the check-in area before you even get to security. All of the travelers we've spoken with are urging the government to do better, calling this frustrating and unacceptable. Those are some of the things we can say on television. And today at IAH, there is standard screening in terminals A and E and pre-check in A and C. But if you have pre-check, I want to tell you this. According to the airport social media, pre-check will close at 10:30 this morning. So again, pre-check is happening now in terminals A and C, but the airport's website, its social media, plus a person we talked to who works here, says that it is going to close at 10:30. Pre-check. Clear, it is not operating. Travelers are frustrated.
Well, we got here at 3. My flight is.
I can't even blame them. I'd be frustrated too. I once had to stay overnight at the airport because there was a bunch of delays. It was my first time going to Colombia. There was just no way that I was going to miss this trip. So I just slept right next to the carousel, the baggage carousel. And I took a flight to Barranquilla. And it was lit.
At 6:30. So, and it's currently 4:30, and the wait time say right there, 90 minutes, 2 hours. That's crazy.
Do better. Do better by your people. This is ridiculous. Everybody needs to get on the same page.
So what you're looking at now is people coming up from the baggage claim area. They're going to have to go up here. And when they get to this point, well, it's not over yet. It's not particularly close to over. They then have to snake through all of this. And ultimately you can see, or you can't see it, but I promise it's there. Security's on the other side of this line down a corridor. Now, there is a website, the Houston Airport System website, where you can check for wait times. At one point this morning, it said it was 18 minutes. That is obviously not correct. Last time I looked, it said 150 minutes. That's closer to what passengers are telling us is the case. But again, passengers have told us they've waited 2-3 hours just to get to this point.
Where's your badge? Can I see? Let me see your badge. Okay. No, can I see?
Quite naturally, when you have a certain amount of people that are congregating within a specific area, certain opportunities will present themselves. But at the same time, it just seems kind of weird to me that you would arrest somebody at the airport for illegal immigration. Just because I look at an airport more of as like or a transitory place, you know. As far as I know, like the airport doesn't really have a nationality. There's like this one movie where this guy he like lives at the airport because that's the only place where he's not considered illegal and an illegal alien. And he like builds like a whole wing of the airport while he's there staying. But this next part, you know, trigger warning.
Your badge? I don't know if that's legitimate. Can I see your badge number, sir? What is your name? What is your name? Where's your badge number? Don't choke I'm asking for your badge number, sir. What is your badge number? What is your badge number? We need to see your badge number. Show your badge number. Show us the badge. This is an illegal arrest. Show the badge number.
It's okay. We'll wait.
I need to see your badge
Step
number.
back. Step back.
I don't know who you are. You could be someone kidnapping her.
Okay, we should call the police. Call the police.
What's your name? Can show the badge. Where's a badge?
Yes, so that's what has changed at the airport so far. I think, you know, when you go to the airport, you should be ready for a certain type of experience, of course. For certain people, this may not be new. For certain people, this might be a breath of fresh air. But the more you know, the better decisions you can make. All right, bye, YouTube.